Hi and welcome to Play Games Have Fun. This video is about palm reading. Now palm reading is mysticism, and that means that it's largely founded by belief rather than fact. So if you are of a scientific disposition, you may feel this video isn't for you, isn't very good, and the whole palm reading thing isn't very accurate. But if not, if you like mysticism, if you like things like astrology, and if you like legends and myths, then this might be a bit more up your street. But either way, this video is going to talk about palm reading, which basically is that some people will study somebody's hand and tell personality traits from that of the person they're studying, or determine their future. That's essentially what palm reading is. And so the palm is made up of this area here. It's the bit that your fingers are joined to, and your wrist here. And as you can see from my hand, there's a long line that runs from the edge right to underneath the fingers, and that's called the heart line. Now from this line, palm readers believe that they can determine whether somebody is outgoing, whether they're introverted, whether they're romantic, and it's to do with the curve of the line, it's to do with how deep it is it made up of broken lines, or is it one joined together line? So as you can see, it's quite a complex art. The other line which is important is this line here. This line is the headline, and basically from that they can also determine personality traits. Are they spontaneous? Is it curved? Is it deep? Is it straight? All of these things will tell a palm reader whether or not the person is imaginative, practical, spontaneous. As you can see, it's quite a complex issue. This line, this long line here, runs right up almost to the edge of my hand, and it meets the headline. It's the lifeline. Now a lot of people believe this is to do with how long someone will live. From what I've read, this isn't quite true. It's more to do with aspects such as, does somebody really enjoy their life? Is somebody's health any good? Some believe that if the line is faint rather than prominent, they're quite indecisive. So again, it's more of a personality orientation than a health issue. Now this line is quite an interesting one. I don't know if you can see it. It runs up from almost from the lifeline right up to the edge of my finger. Now that's called the fate line. Now this is a very controversial one almost, because it's got quite a lot of different interpretations depending on the culture. One says it's to do with, is somebody purposeful? Another says is it to do with events beyond their control? Very different to interpretations to one another. And that's sort of the four main lines. Then there's other lines like the luck line and the sun line, travel lines. These are all these different lines. Some people have them, some people don't. But the lines we just talked about, they're the four main ones. The other thing that palm readers look at is different regions of the hand. These are called mounds, and they bring all this information together to read a palm. As I said, there's no proof that you can determine anything by reading somebody's palm. It's something that's shrouded in mysticism, but it can be quite an interesting, maybe just to have your palm read by somebody, as long as they don't charge too much, and see what they have to say. People that do have their palms read tend to believe that, you know, a skilled reader is true. There could be something in it. There might not be. Undoubtedly, there's been people that said they could read palms but couldn't, and took money under false pretenses. But maybe, you know, maybe it is true. Who's to say? So that's it in a nutshell. Palm reading. Hope you have fun.